Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's podcast. I am Julia, and I am so happy you are here. Today, we will talk about something very exciting and very useful for you. Our topic is how to think fast and speak smart in English. Do you ever feel nervous when you speak English? Or do you sometimes forget what to say even if you know the words? Don't worry, you are not alone. Many English learners feel the same way. The good news is, there are simple ways to think faster and speak smarter in English. In this podcast, I will share easy tips, practical exercises, and short practice activities that you can start doing today. By the end of this episode, you will feel more confident to speak English faster, more naturally, and more clearly. Before we learn how to think fast, it is important to understand why many people struggle to speak quickly in English. If we know the reason, we can fix it. First, many learners translate from their native language in their mind. For example, if you want to say, "I am hungry," you might first think it in your own language and then try to translate it. This takes time and it slows down your speaking. Second, many people are afraid of making mistakes. You might think, "What if I say it wrong?" Or, "What if people laugh at me?" This fear makes your brain slow down and you stop thinking fast in English. Third, sometimes we have a limited vocabulary. If you don't know the right words, it is hard to say what you want quickly. You might pause a lot or repeat the same words again and again. Finally, another reason is lack of practice. Thinking fast in English is a skill, like riding a bicycle. If you don't practice regularly, it is normal to feel slow or nervous. The good news is, all of these problems can be solved. In today's podcast, I will share simple tips and exercises that will help you think fast, speak smart, and feel confident in English conversations. Remember, it is normal to struggle at first. The key is to practice in the right way, step by step. Now let's talk about something very important, thinking in English. This is a key step to speaking fast and smart. Many learners try to translate every word from their native language into English. This takes a lot of time and makes speaking slow. But if you start thinking in English, your brain will work faster and your speaking will sound more natural. Here's an example. Imagine you want to say, "I like reading books." If you first think in your own language and then translate, it might take a few seconds. But if you think directly in English, the words come out quickly, without stopping. So, how can we practice this? A simple way is self-talk. While you do daily activities, try to say in English what you are doing. For example, "I am drinking tea," "I am walking to the market," "I am cooking dinner." At first, it may feel strange, but after a few days, your brain will start thinking in English automatically. This will make your speaking faster and smarter. Remember, thinking in English is like training your mind. The more you do it, the faster and more confident you will become. Now that we know how important it is to think in English, the next step is to build your English thinking toolbox. What is a thinking toolbox? It is a set of simple words, phrases, and sentences that you can use in many situations. These are like tools that help you speak fast and smart. For example, some simple sentence starters are, "I think," "In my opinion," "I like," "I don't understand," "Can you explain?" These phrases are very useful because you can use them without thinking too much, and they help you start sentences quickly. Another tip is to learn chunks of language, not only single words. For example, instead of learning the word hungry, learn a small phrase. "I am a little hungry," "I want to eat something," "I don't feel hungry now." These small phrases help your brain think faster because you already know the words and structure. You don't have to stop and create the sentence every time. Here is a mini practice you can try. Pick one of the phrases, like I think, and say 3 sentences about your day using this phrase. For example, I think today is sunny. I think I will read a book. I think learning English is fun. Doing this regularly will help you build your speaking confidence and make your English faster and smarter. Now, let's talk about how to organize your thoughts quickly in English. Many learners know the words, but sometimes they don't know how to say their ideas clearly, and this makes speaking slow. Here is a simple 3-step framework that can help you think fast and speak smart. Point first, decide the main point you want to say. What is your idea? For example, if someone asks, "Do you like reading?" Your point could be, "Yes, I like reading." Reason next, give a reason for your point. This helps your listener understand why you think that way. For example, "Yes, I like reading because it is interesting." Example. Finally, give a small example to support your idea. This makes your speaking stronger and more natural. For example, "Yes, I like reading because it is interesting. Last week, I read a story about a young boy who became a hero." So the full answer is, "Yes, I like reading because it is interesting." Last week, I read a story about a young boy who became a hero. You can use this framework in any conversation. Just remember point, reason, example. Here is a mini practice for you. Think about your favorite food. First say your point, "I like pizza," then give a reason, "because it tastes good." And finally, give an example. "I often eat it with my friends on weekends." With this simple structure, your ideas will come faster, clearer, and smarter when speaking English. Now let's talk about something very important: fear. Many learners want to speak fast and smart, but they are afraid of making mistakes. This fear slows down their speaking and thinking. First, remember this: making mistakes is normal. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The most important thing is to keep speaking. Mistakes help you learn and get better. Second, try to focus on communicating, not perfection. Don't worry if your sentence is not perfect. The goal is to share your ideas clearly, not to speak perfectly. For example, if you say, "I go market yesterday," it is okay. People will understand you, and next time you will say, "I went to the market yesterday." Third, start with small, confident steps. Speak slowly at first if you need to, but try to say your ideas without stopping too much. Over time, your brain will get used to thinking and speaking in English at the same time. Here is a small exercise. Choose one topic, like "my favorite hobby." Speak about it for 1 minute even if you make mistakes. The first time it may be hard, the second time a little easier. Do this every day. Gradually your fear will reduce and you will speak faster and more confidently. Remember, confidence grows with practice. The more you speak, the less fear you will feel, and the smarter and faster your English will become. Now let's learn some quick thinking techniques that will help you speak faster and smarter in English conversations. The first technique is paraphrasing. This means saying the same idea in different words if you don't know the exact word. For example, if you forget the word hungry, you can say, "I want to eat something" instead. Paraphrasing keeps the conversation moving and helps you feel confident. The second technique is asking questions. If you need a moment to think, you can ask the other person something. For example, "Really? How do you do that?" Or, "Can you explain more?" This buys time while you organize your thoughts, and it shows that you are interested in the conversation. The third technique is using fillers wisely. Fillers are short words or phrases that give you a little time to think. Some examples are, "Well, let me see. I think, Or, For example, you can say, well, I think reading books is very interesting. This makes your speaking smoother. Here is a short example of using these techniques in a conversation. Friend, do you like movies? You. Yes, I like movies. I enjoy them because they are exciting. What about you? In this short conversation, you used a filler. Gave your point and reason, and then asked a question to keep the conversation going. Try to practice these techniques every day. They will help you think fast, speak smart, and sound more natural in English conversations. Now let's talk about a very important idea. Practice makes fast thinking natural. Speaking fast and smart in English is a skill. Like any skill, the more you practice, the better you become. One simple way to practice is self-talk. Talk to yourself in English during your daily activities. For example, when you are cooking, say, I am cutting vegetables. I am cooking dinner. When you are walking, say, I am walking to the market. The weather is nice today. Another way is role-playing short conversations. Imagine you are talking to a friend, a teacher, or a shopkeeper. Practice questions and answers. For example, hello, how are you? I am fine. Thank you. And you? I am good. What did you do today? I studied English and read a book. You can also describe your day or surroundings out loud. For example, it is sunny today. I am sitting in the park. I see many people walking. The key is to practice every day, even for a few minutes. Consistent practice helps your brain get used to thinking in English and speaking without stopping. Remember, the more you practice, the more automatic your English will become. One day, you will notice that your brain starts to think fast and speak smart naturally. Now it's time for a mini practice activity. This is a short exercise that will help you think fast and speak smart in English. Here's what we will do. Pick a topic. It can be anything simple like your favorite food, your favorite hobby, your best friend, your day-to-day. Think for 10 seconds. Quickly decide what you want to say about the topic. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just choose one main idea. Speak for 30 seconds. Use the 3-step framework we learned earlier. Point. Say your main idea. I like pizza. Reason. Give a reason, because it tastes delicious. Example. Give a small example. Last weekend I ate pizza with my friends. Try to say as much as you can in 30 seconds. If you get stuck, use fillers like, well, I think, or ask a question to yourself. What else can I say? You can repeat this activity every day with different topics. The more you practice, the faster and smarter your English will become. Before we finish, I want to give you some motivation. Learning to think fast and speak smart in English takes time, but every small step you take matters. Remember, every conversation you practice makes you stronger. Each time you speak, your brain gets better at thinking in English, your confidence grows, and speaking becomes easier. Also, think about how this skill will help you in real life. You can talk to new friends confidently, do better in school, work, or interviews, share your ideas clearly without fear. So, don't give up. Practice a little every day, even for 5 or 10 minutes. Over time, you will notice a big difference. Speaking English fast and smart will start to feel natural, and you will enjoy every conversation more. Keep believing in yourself and keep speaking. You can do it. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed learning about how to think fast and speak smart in English. Remember the main tips we talked about today. Think in English, not in your native language. Build your English thinking toolbox with simple phrases and sentence chunks. Use the point, reason, example framework to organize your ideas. Practice every day, even a little, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Use quick thinking techniques like paraphrasing, asking questions, and fillers. If you practice these steps regularly, you will notice that speaking English becomes faster, easier, and more natural. So take what you learned today, try the mini activities, and speak English with confidence every day. Remember, every small step counts. Thank you again for joining me. Keep practicing, stay confident, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.